You call their name. Once. Then again. Nothing. They are sitting by the sliding glass door, completely still, staring outside like you don't even exist. Not even a flick of the ear, and for a second, it lands heavier than it should. You look at them watching a world they can't touch, and that quiet guilt creeps in. You think I am keeping them in a prison. We assume a cat looking outside is a sad cat, longing for freedom. But what if that feeling you're having doesn't belong to them at all? What if you're not looking at their sadness, but your own reflection in the glass? It is late April in Southern California. The morning marine layer has burned off, leaving that clean, unforgiving kind of sunlight that fills every corner of the room. It spreads across the terracotta tiles, warming them just enough to feel alive under your feet. The sliding glass doors are shut, holding the cool air inside, a barrier you can see through, but not cross. Outside, the yard moves in small ways. A scrub jay lands, sharp and alert. Leaves shift in uneven patterns. Light slides across the fence like time you didn't notice. Passing. Inside, everything is still. Your cat sits right at the edge of that divide. Maybe they're a lean rescue tabby, with rough ears and faint striping that looks like something unfinished, like a memory their body hasn't let go of. They don't move, and somewhere in that stillness, something very human takes over. You start telling a story. We do this all the time. We look at quiet things and assume they must be empty. When we feel stuck, we reach for something, anything. We pace without thinking. We check our phones like there's something waiting. We stare out of windows and imagine a different version of our life running somewhere else. And that feeling doesn't stop at the glass. It shows up in quiet dinners, in messages that take too long to come back, in the space between you and someone you thought you understood. So when your cat sits there for an hour without moving, we translate it into something familiar, restlessness, boredom, a life not fully lived. I know, you say quietly, almost without noticing. You wish you could go out there, but your cat is not sitting there wishing for anything. They are not comparing this moment to something better. They are inside it in a way we almost forgot how to be. You see it most clearly when the bird gets closer. Everything in your cat shifts at once. Their shoulders lower, their body tightens. Subtle, precise. Their pupils widen until their eyes turn almost completely black. And then comes that sound, that fast, jittery clicking of the jaw. To us, it sounds wrong. Frustrated, desperate, like something is being held back. And because we love them, we feel it too. We think they are stuck inside a moment they should be allowed to finish. But that sound is not a complaint. It's what happens when a body prepares for something real, even if it never happens. The muscles don't wait for permission. The timing locks in. The jaw rehearses a final move that doesn't need to land. In some quiet, instinctive way, your cat is already completing a hunt that will never happen. There is intensity there, precision, a kind of clarity we rarely feel anymore. They are not thinking about the glass. They are watching movement, distance, rhythm. To you, it looks like a barrier. To them, it's just part of the world they're reading. Later, the light softens. The sharp edges of the afternoon blur into something warmer, slower. Long strips of gold stretch across the floor. Your cat leaves the window without hesitation and settles into one of them. They stretch out completely, one paw twitching, an ear flicking at something too small for you to notice, the tip of their tongue slipping out for a second. Forgotten. From across the room, It looks like nothing. And that's where the second story begins. You look at them and wonder if they are bored, if this is all their day is. You don't say it out loud, but it's there. Am I enough for them? It's a small question, but it doesn't stay small because it doesn't belong to your cat. It shows up in other places too. In the quiet moments where no one is asking anything from you. In the silence that isn't filled. In the pause where nothing is wrong, but nothing is happening either. We see stillness and we assume something is missing. But your cat is not lying there because there is nothing to do. They are lying there because nothing feels wrong. Their body sinks into the warmth like it was meant to be there. No urgency, no correction, no second thought. And there is something else easy to miss. A cat does not fall asleep like that unless they feel completely safe. Not half safe. Not mostly safe. Completely. Wild animals don't do this. They don't stretch out in open space. They don't close their eyes without tension in their body. They don't let go. Your cat does. Right there, in the middle of the room, with you nearby, not watching for danger. What looks like boredom is often the absence of fear, and that is not an empty thing. By early evening, the air shifts again. The door slides open just enough for the screen to take over. A breeze moves through the house, carrying dry grass, eucalyptus, and something faint and distant you can't quite name. Your cat moves to the doorway. They sit at the threshold facing out. Their nose lifts once, then stills, and their back is turned completely toward you. This is the part that lingers because it feels personal. You're standing a few steps behind them, maybe holding a dish towel, maybe just pausing for no real reason. And for a moment, it feels like you've been left out of something, like whatever they're focused on matters more than you do. That quiet thought again. If the door were open, would they go? It's not loud, but it stays. Because it sounds like other questions you've asked before. About people, about love, about whether being close is the same as being chosen. But outside is not what we imagine. Not to them. It is movement without pattern. Smells that don't belong, other animals that don't hesitate. Your home is different. It is known. Every corner mapped, every sound understood, every presence accounted for. When your cat sits at that threshold, they are not deciding whether to leave. They are reading the edge of something, watching, sorting, holding a line you didn't even realize was there. And without turning around, without making it obvious, they place themselves between that uncertainty and everything inside, including you. After a while, you stop interrupting those moments. You stop calling their name just to hear something back. You stop trying to translate every silence into a problem. And slowly, something changes. Not in them, in you. Because the cat who sits at the window for hours is the same one who comes back later and settles nearby. Not always on you, not always asking for anything. Just close enough. No performance, no reassurance, just there. They were never standing at the edge of your home, wishing for a way out. They were standing there, paying attention. And in a world that keeps pulling everything in different directions, they keep returning to the same place, the same rooms, the same quiet, the same you. Not because they have nowhere else to go, but because, without needing to say it, they already chose where they belong.